Well, here's a turn of events that you probably didn't expect. When I was playing Darkfall, I liked the game, but what happened is I died at some point, just like I often did, and I had to log out. When I logged back in, everything I had was gone, which really, really bothered me. Now, it doesn't bother me if it's a full loot game, or it doesn't bother me, if your corpse only lasts for an hour, but it is retarded if you don't tell that to the player. That is just fucking stupid as hell. So I got a little upset there. I mean, if I knew that that's the case, I could have prepared and done something about it, but not knowing what the rules of the game are, because they're not provided to you throughout the tutorial or anything like that. I mean, I read the forums and other things as well, and nothing like that came up before I started playing. So that peeved me off. So screw Darkfall. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to decipher what the rules of engagement are. Um, it's just not gonna happen. I don't have time. I like full loot PvP game, open world PvP, that's all fine. But if you're not gonna tell me how your game works, then screw you, whatever. Um, so a couple of us started playing Vanguard, and as you can see here, we're playing I'm playing Vanguard right now. And this is a game that, oh boy, it's been a long time. What the hell is this? Okay, well obviously somebody really liked the breast slider. Oh man, this is going way back. Vanguard is sort of like this mythical, huge project that never came to be. It was by easily, Vanguard is the most ambitious MMO project that's ever been. All you have to do is look at the number of races that Vanguard has, number of classes that Vanguard has, and the size of the world. And you'll realize that, wow, this game had some really ambitious goals. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. They ran out of money. You know, horrible, horrific management just screwed this game totally. But you can, Google it and you'll find out what went on. Either way, it's a good game though. Very deep game. You have lots of different parts to it. The only reason why I opened the character screen is that they list all the different features here, sort of, because you can have different set of gear for each one. So for PvE, crafting, harvesting, diplomacy. Diplomacy is one of my favorite parts in here. For when you're on your mount, you can have a this actually no, this is not for you. This is your mount set. Your mount has a gear as well, which makes sense. And this is just an appearance slot. So there you go. I mean, it's a great game. The graphics is a little too EQ2-ish. I don't like EQ2 graphics. But there's so much depth to this game that it's easily gonna take us through a couple days or weeks, or who knows, maybe we'll stick to it. I rolled a blood mage when the game first came out. Never got him to level cap. So what I'm doing now is, doing the same thing really. Playing a blood mage, just a different race. We all picked races that start on the same continent, Qualia, on the bottom there, on the character creator screen. you know, you have furries, you have elves. Each continent has a nice selection of stuff. I'm just looking through diplomacy cards because we couldn't figure out how come we didn't have cards when we tried diplomacy first time. What I'm also gonna quickly show you guys is who's playing. Oops, that's not it. Friends. Okay, so we have me, Jarowit, Jarowit. We have August, who's playing. I think that's August. No, that's August. Yeah, he's playing the Psionist, level 4 so far. Thrесsil. And we have Zodiac, who's playing a Necromancer. Vathelos. Anyway, join us. There's only one server for North America, so you'll be. It's gonna be easy to find us. As time goes by, you know, I'll frap some interesting stuff and put that on there as well. As always, you can jump on our free event on gunbud.com, gunbad.com, and you know, chat with us. Take care. So, what I wanted to show you guys is one of my favorite parts about Vanguard, which is the diplomacy. The only MMO anywhere that has a diplomacy system, among other things. A very, very fully featured game. It basically plays like a card game. On the bottom here you can see my diplomacy deck. I'm just starting. I have 5 cards in here. I tried to put one of each color. You have red, which is aggressive statement, green, itemized, criticism, no, green is compassion, blue is criticism, yellow is charm, and this dark one is blood mages remark. That might be something that's just specific to blood mages, which is what I'm playing. On the top it tells you how far the card will advance your cause in a conversation. The cost is self-explanatory, and on the bottom it indicates whether it provides resources to your opponent or you. All my cards provide resources to my opponent. So let's check it out. This is a diplomacy parley. This is how you play. You start with no points. Cards that my opponent will play are displayed on the top here. The ones I play are on the bottom. This middle part here shows you the resources that are available to each player to play cards. Some cards cost resources. For example, in my deck you'll notice that the first 3 cards cost resources. 2 red or green or blue. And the 2 last ones don't. So I can play them at any time. At the very end here you see a little scale and numbers. So, dialogue points. If the parley status indicator thing is on your side of conversation, that means you have the control of the conversation and you win the parley. You can also win, I think, by going to the very end, although I didn't test that yet. But either way. So, we're starting. My turn. I have no resources, so I can only play one of these 2 cards. I'm gonna play Blood Mages, one of my favorite ones to start with, because it doesn't provide my opponent too many resources. There you go, he played a card that provided me one of each resource, but moved the indicator 2 points towards his side. I'm gonna use this, and hopefully he's gonna give me something that gives me resources. Good. I don't have anything that uses yellow, but I have something that uses green, so I'll play that. That gives me 3 points. Unfortunately, it also gives him resources, and so on and so forth. Okay, what he just played gave me 1 red and 1 green, so I have 2 red, I can play this. So it seems like I'm doing well so far, and in this particular parley, it's evident that if I had a yellow one that uses yellow resources, that would have been a pretty big advantage to me. Okay, I'm just gonna listen now. I'm 7 points into my side here.